Hi everyone, this is the weekly Cosmic Flux update for the week of Monday, September 3rd, 2018 to Sunday, September 9, 2018. In case this is the first Cosmic Flux update video that you're watching, what we do in these videos is we analyze the weekly planetary movements so that we can gain an intuitive understanding as to the cosmic energies at play in the macrocosm that manifest through the microcosm, as reflected in humanity on the collective consciousness level and in an individual consciousness level, as lived through by you and I. So if you're into that type of thing, I'm glad you're watching. Let's analyze the 4 major planetary transits happening this week. This week we have 4 major transits that we're going to be looking at. The first one being Mercury in Leo transiting into Virgo come Wednesday, September 5th, 2018 at approximately 7:39 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The second major aspect we're going to be looking at is Venus in Libra transiting into Scorpio come Sunday, September 9, 2018 at approximately 2:25 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The third major aspect we're going to be looking at is the new moon occurring in Virgo come Sunday, September 9, 2018. And the fourth major aspect we're going to be looking at is the fact that we're going to have all 10 planetary energies in either earth or water signs. These are the receptive feminine signs of the zodiac. We're going to have 0 in positive masculine fire or air signs come Sunday. So let's see what's happening this week. So Mercury in Virgo on Wednesday walks into Virgo very powerfully. Why? Because as soon as it walks into Virgo, it creates a grand trine aspect with both Saturn in Capricorn and Uranus in Taurus. There's this ability for the mind to have long-term concentration powers with that trine with Saturn, and also have this mental originality, this mental innovation energy coming from its harmonious aspect with Uranus. This is, I think, a very perfect time to declutter your mind, to analyze yourself, and to purge your own mental space of anything that's cluttering it. This is a mind to get some mental clarity happening. And if you ever wanted to write a book, this is the perfect time. Why? Because the mind is working harmoniously with Saturn. Therefore, it has long-term mental concentration power, so the ability to structure and organize its own mind in a very analytical way, Mercury Virgo. And also it has the ability to tap into this creativity, this originality, this innovation, this collective consciousness, Uranus energy through our minds. So the second major aspect going on is Venus in Libra transiting into Scorpio on Sunday, September 9, 2018 at 2:25 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So Venus in Scorpio has us evolve and learn the 2 evolutionary lessons of Venus. The first one being to learn how to be self-sufficient and self-reliant. So ask yourself, are you self-reliant? Are you self-sufficient? Are you able to supply your own needs and love yourself and be whole and complete as such? Because not until you are able to become self-sufficient and self-reliant, be able to relate to yourself and love yourself fully and completely, and not feel like you need another to supply you your own needs and your own sense of love, then and only then can you enter into a relationship with a minimum amount of projection of your own needs onto the other. Now, this aspect is going to go on for the rest of the year. Yeah, you heard that right. So Venus in Scorpio is actually going to go retrograde on the 5th of October on the 10th degree of Scorpio. And then on the 16th of November, it's going to go direct again at the last degrees of Libra, and then going back to Scorpio, and it will remain in Scorpio for the remainder of the year and won't be walking into Sagittarius until early January. Okay, so this third major aspect is new moon happening in Virgo 17th degree. This is happening on Sunday, September 9, 2018 at approximately 11:01 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So 2 major things about this new moon. First one being is going to have a polarity aspect between this new moon in Virgo energy and Neptune in Pisces. This is the polarity of awareness. I'll explain in a bit. The second major aspect is all this new moon energy in Virgo is going to be creating a trine aspect with Pluto in Capricorn. Anything having to do with Pluto is transformative and evolutionary. It comes from deep depths of the underworld, of the unconscious, of the collective soul. Okay, so this polarity of Virgo new moon happening with this Pisces Neptune is bringing up to the surface the polarity of awareness. Why? Because Virgo is an awareness of the earthly material realm. Remember, Virgo is ruled by Mercury, being the logical mind, the brain, the way that we think, the way that we communicate our speech, the way that we analyze and understand our immediate environment, the logical mind. So therefore bringing up this more down-to-earth, practical awareness. And Pisces now brings us in touch with Neptune, the cosmic waves of spirit, the multi-dimensions around us that we cannot see with the Mercury Virgo awareness. It's trusting our intuition and our connection with Source to really be in touch with the reality behind the veil, behind the material and behind the physical. So I feel that this reflects, all these energies combined reflect where the collective consciousness is at right now, which is we are very in touch with our own desire for perfection of our own ego and our own self, our own desire for purity and purification of ourselves. At the same time, while that's very logical, very practical, very down to earth, there's also this intuitive knowing and understanding and awareness of our multidimensionality. And all this Capricorn energy, Mars, personal will, Saturn, natural law, karma, dharma, life lessons, Pluto, evolutionary intention, desire, soul. In Capricorn, the way that we create and base our security out in the outer world, all these things combined, I feel, just reflect how we are able to transform our reality. We are multidimensional beings. We are very connected to how our minds alter our reality and really have us transform and walk through different timelines, which then establish our security, our reality out in the physical material world, all that energy in Capricorn. This is really like this is the beginning of a new freedom, guys. We can begin to seek our highest sense of perfection and purity through transforming our realities and being in touch with Source and being in touch with Spirit. We can really be intuitive and logical and transform our outward security and our outward reality through using our own analytical mind, seeking and desiring the highest expression of purity and perfection through being in touch with the multidimensional self and utilizing our intuition to navigate that. We can then transform our realities, Pluto, Saturn, Mars in Capricorn, and this is where we're at now as a collective. And with all this earth and water energy, which is the fourth major aspect I wanted to touch upon, we're just learning how to be in touch with this very maternal, cosmic, feminine, receptive, psychic self. And come November 7th of 2018, the North Node will no longer be in Leo. The North Node will walk into Cancer, which is the most maternal, the most feminine, the most receptive and psychic of signs within the whole zodiac. So I feel like we're being prepared to move and gear ourselves more towards this receptive, feminine, maternal, nourishing type of energy within ourselves, because being in touch and nurturing that inner child, being that maternal self, that mother, that cosmic mother to ourselves, we can then become that for everybody else. And aren't we in this stage of our reality, of our collective reality, where we're all noticing that we're all walking around with traumas around our own inner child? Aren't we learning to heal ourselves, be our own mother, nurture ourselves, and really take care of ourselves? Yeah, this feels like it's just reflecting where we're all at collectively. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you're into this type of content and want to receive notifications when I come out with new material, please subscribe. If you know anybody that might be into this type of material, please share it or repost it. If you have any questions, leave in the comments below, and I will see you next week for the weekly Cosmic Flux update.